Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today, I know I said I was going to be doing this for some time and I forgot, but it's finally here. My UCLA Bruins record prediction for 2020. As you know, the Pac-12 scheduled a 6-game stretch with a 7th game to be possibly added. That is either the Pac-12 championship or a crossover game against a team from another division. And, it's pretty interesting. We got, out of all the teams we could get for the crossover for the North Division for the 6 games, we got Oregon, which was not what I wanted. To be honest, I actually wanted to play Washington State, since, I won't necessarily be going to that, but, let's start off with our first game. Colorado versus at the University of Colorado. We're going to be playing versus Colorado Boulder, and ironically, we're going to be facing our former head coach Karl Dorrell, which was at our program from around 2002, I think, to 2008. And he was average at his time here. However, he did have 10 and 12 seasons. However, that was mingled between 6 and 7 and 7 and 6 seasons. However, I won't get too much detail in that. So here we go. Colorado. I think this is gonna be a close win, simply because Karl Dorrell came from Mo Tucker was previously Colorado's coach, but he went to Michigan State and Colorado to adapt to a new style of play. I don't think Karl Dorrell is going to manage the same style of play that Mel Tucker did, and we know Karl Dorrell. And I think if we look back, we know about Karl Dorrell more than enough we would need to. So I believe we can get this one in a close one. I think a shootout, 47-45. Away, and we pick up our first road win of the season. Then we open at home in conference. Then we open at home versus the Utah Utes, regular foe that we've seen, and I think we're gonna lose this game. Utah, although they lost a lot of production, they lost a lot of their offense and defense. Most notably, Zach Moss on running back for their offense. This team is still good. This team is still good in my opinion, and Kyle Whittingham has done. He's an amazing coach. He's done a lot for this UT program. He's been there at least 15 years, I think. He's done a lot for, as an offensive coordinator before, and now a coach. He was a coach for, I think, since 2011 for the Utes, and he's done a pretty good job there, and he led them to the Pac-12 championship game. And I think we might fight more in this game than what we did combined 2018 and 2019. However, I think the Utes still pull it off, simply because they look better than what we have right now, or any time that we've with the exception of possibly 2014. Sorry for that. And now Oregon, we're traveling to the Ducks, and this is an unideal situation. I actually was hoping that we did not have to play with Oregon in the 6-game schedule, but here we go. And this game we're gonna lose. If we win this game, I'll be surprised. If we win this game, I'll be genuinely surprised, because not the Utah game. We can maybe win that, but the Oregon game, I'll be surprised if we win that at all. If we if we close the gap to a single-digit deficit at all, really. And Oregon, however, although they lost Justin Herbert to the draft, they lost Penei Sewell on opt-out, and a couple of other players on opt-out. They're still the best team in the Pac-12. They won the Pac-12 title for a reason, and they seem to be like one of the chances that the Pac-12 has got to make the college football playoff. And this is the rematch of Chip Kelly versus his former team. I think Chip Kelly is going to go 0-2 versus Oregon with this result, and that's just my honest view. Then we got Arizona team that we lost to last year. However, we're playing home this time, which like most of the games I've checked between UCLA and Arizona, with the possible exception of 2015, UCLA wins at home and Arizona usually wins away, with the exception of 2015 where we won away versus Arizona. And well, I think we can win this game, especially since Kevin Sumlin hasn't been exactly what he was at Texas A&M in this Arizona program. And I haven't checked Arizona's schedule at the moment, but I think we can beat Arizona essentially, and we all have to wait to see what happens there. And then, Arizona State, we beat them last year in the Rose Bowl. We're going to be visiting them. This is one of those trap games. This is a toss-up game, in my opinion. We beat them last year thanks to some defensive help, and we actually got some turnovers. However, this could be a good one. I'm projecting it to be a good one, actually. I think we're gonna go to overtime, 47-40. I think we can win. We've already seen what I guess Herm Edwards has. Arizona State is a contender for sure, but we've already seen what Herm Edwards. We've already experienced against Herm Edwards, even though it's only been a year or so we can plan for that. I think we can get the win here. And USC at home. I think this is going to be a win. However, I won't be surprised if we lose. Since Kendon Slovis is just once-in-a-generation type of athlete, type of quarterback, and he is a QB of the future for USC. That is, obvious. USC and Arizona State are going to be the fight for the Pac-12 South in the years to come. I can be sure of that. Kendon Slovis is the bright spot that USC has had, and he's arguably tied with, or is the best at the moment. He's either tied with Jaden Daniels, Arizona State, or is the best alone at the moment. And he is essentially one of the best quarterbacks USC has ever seen since Carson Palmer and Matt Leinart. But that's usually what happens. We won in 2018, USC won in 2019. It's been divided these couple of years, with no one having won more than 3 consecutive games versus USC. I think this will be a good one, similar to the last 2 years. This will all come down to QB play, in my opinion, as if whether Dorian Thompson-Robinson is going to show up the same as Kendon Slovis is going to show up, because I'm confident Kendon Slovis is going to show up for this game. And thanks for watching this video. Comment below what your record predictions for my team would be, and I'll see you in the next video.